So you know it's interesting, right? Merriam Webster, the word of the year is what? Does anybody know what the word of the year is?
Gaslighting.
The word of the year is gaslighting. How did I can't hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. For the last 6 months, I feel like people been learning what the word gaslighting means. They've been learning what the word gaslighting means.
And
Uh,
we've been saying gassing you up for a long time. We've been saying that in the hood. That's the same shit. You trying to gas me?
right, D. You trying
Think
to
about
get
it.
exactly? No, you absolutely on it.
For years. So
Easily
gaslighting
20
is just like
years.
the mm-hmm.
Easy. So
Just
that
their hip hop words, all gassed up.
right. That's not something for us. That's definitely not something for us. Hold on 1 second. That's not a word of the year for us. All right, cool. Bear with me 1 second here. Just trying to fix this little thingamajigger. Why is this so hard? Why is this angle so hard to reach? Pause. That's what she said. Why is this angle so hard to reach? That's what she said. All right, cool. Let's see if I can get this back right here. All right, cool. Let's start this shit off the right way. Mike, 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 Mike. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast.
Click.
Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast, where the situations matter more than the relationships. Perspectives will be respected by everybody. Now I'm talking about, and if this is your first time tapping in, don't be easily threatened or angered because much like you, every giant here first started off as a perfect stranger. We asked everybody tap in and get in tune with what we doing on Live on Broadway podcast by way of YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. What up, though, Lolo? I see you, the Giants, tapping in on YouTube. If you want to see us the way we intended to be seen, go over to YouTube, my YouTube, Broadway the Giant. If you're listening to us on the podcast, Clubhouse, scroll up to the top and hit that like button, please, and thank you in advance. Tap in with us also on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts are available since we speak in podcast lingo. You get me? And welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast, episode 545. Greetings and salutations to you all. This is going to be an interesting podcast because last night we had a conversation about TJ Homewrecker and Amy Repulsive, right? And it got a little bit spicy because the Giants was tapping in and they was tapping in with that smoke. They had that smoke. They had energy, and I love to shout out to the collectors. Shout out to Miss V and shout out to Alexis as well. You get me? What up, though, my guy at Quell? What's happening with you, beloved? Peace. Also, I was joined last night by the likes of Allison. Y'all see her over here somewhere? I never know how to do this thing. Over there? Somewhere. Anyway, y'all see Allison up here with me. I got my brother DWI Laundry. I got Angel up here. Angel was hot last night. She said a few things because when I went back and listened to the pod, like I tend to do, I was like, wow, Angel was on fire last night. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Angel had fire. And she said a few things. I'll get into a few of the quotes that she dropped and a few bars that she dropped a little bit later because I'm actually using some of it as a reference point. Ashley, join me. Join me on Instagram, Ashley. So, of course, we're here to talk about Amy Robach, T.J. Holmes, Homewrecker, and them being pulled off air, but also, the producer, Natasha Singh, confided in Amy Robach, shocking, right? It's a lot of different things going on. But something that I really want to speak to you guys about is simply, is the why ever important to win? Is the why ever important when a cheater cheats? So just to give you guys some backstory, of course, I got a video. I'm going to play you guys this video. And I got some stuff, some new things that came out. And there's a reason why I'm asking you guys this question. And we're going to get to that. But in order to understand where we're going, first, we must understand where we came from. Live on Broadway podcast. TJ home record, he cheated before with Natasha Singh. But he also cheated before with a few other unstable creatures. We're going to call them for lack of better terms this evening. If you know, you know, baby. But anyway, if you know, you know. TJ Holmes cheated before. And frankly speaking, I'll just get it out the way. I think he's going to cheat again. Often when people cheat, what does a cheater say? Clubhouse? Anybody? Clubhouse? At Quell. Matter of fact, at Quell, tell me, King, when a cheater cheats, what is it that they usually say, beloved?
They won't do it again.
They won't do it again. That's one of them. That's a good one. DWI, Clubhouse, tell me, what do a cheater say when they cheat? What's something a cheater normally says? This is like Family Feud. For 300, we surveyed the last 100 people, and what's something a cheater says when a cheater is cheating or get caught?
It's not you, it's me.
One at a time, goddamn. Go for it. Landria, go for it. Allison?
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not what it looks like.
It's not what it looks like. For 200 points, DWI, what's something a cheater says when a cheater cheats?
If you can't beat them, cheat them.
What? No, wait.
Yeah, I can't see.
The fuck?
No, and you get the first X. No, that's not what a cheater says. Welcome, B. What's happening with you, Queen?
Hey, Broadway, I'm just getting out of the shower.
Take your time. We're going to be here.
Extra spicy information.
Oh, man.
On the side.
All right, so yes, all right, yeah, sure. Minus what DWI said, yes, a cheater says a few things that he just mentioned, but that everyone mentioned. But one of the things a cheater often says is, when a cheater gets caught or when a cheater cheats, they often say they cheated because what they didn't or what they wasn't getting out their relationship. Am I alone in that? Have y'all, any one of y'all ever used that? Right?
I know of people that use it.
I've never cheated.
I've never cheated. I know of people that use that. Y'all so clever tonight. Y'all very clever.
Black women don't cheat.
The fuck out of here. Miss me with that.
They don't.
So here's the thing, right? When a cheater cheats, they often say they wasn't receiving something out of the relationship, or that something wasn't being provided by way of you. Our core cap. Let's just get to it. Our core cap. Or in layman's terms, it's manipulative and narcissistic at bare minimum. At bare minimum. We're gonna play this clip I have, and we're gonna further delineate and get into some things. But when a cheater cheats, they often say, I cheated because I didn't get something or I wasn't getting something. And the reason why they say that is to say that what they wasn't receiving as a byproduct of being here with you, right, Giants? Cool. Everybody hit that like button. YouTube viewership, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Please and thank you in advance. Show your social currency. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So what I'm here to say today is a few things, right? Where does cheating stem from? That's my first question. I'm gonna put that out there to everybody. Where does cheating stem from?
It's a thrill for most. If you I think if you feel like you can get away with it, you'll do it. If you feel like your partner's not gonna do nothing about it, you'll keep doing it.
I think it's a dishonesty, and it's a show of character.
Dishonesty and a show of lack of character.
Lack of character, yeah.
Lack of character and lack of trust.
Hey, what's happening with you, Sean? Sean popped up on Clubhouse. I normally got him on Instagram and YouTube. He came out the back door. What's happening with you, Sean?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Okay. I would concur with everything that you guys just all shared. I would definitely agree with that. All right, there's more. The plot thickens. A cheater doesn't cheat because, in my opinion, this is my opinion, Broadway's opinion, but you guys correct me and make me stand in front of it if I'm lying. A cheater doesn't cheat because of what they aren't receiving at home. I promise you that. Hello. I promise you. They aren't cheating because of what they're not receiving at home. Cheating is something, in my eye, and from my perspective, is a learned behavior. Why is it a learned behavior? I'm glad you asked. Cheating is something that's it's a learned behavior, even though you witness and you know certain things and you know that it's bad and you see it's hurtful and it hurts people. It's a learned behavior because there's a false perception of something being that you're receiving something that you're probably not, right? Because yeah, you may be receiving something up front, but on the back into it, like even if you get caught, if you don't, you're still being dishonest, and ultimately you fall by the wayside. You become a part of them. I got a clip I want to play. And I'm gonna play this clip and I'm gonna let it ring off, and I'm gonna come right back to you guys because there's a lot that's said in this clip that I had prepared to actually tell and share with you guys, but I found a clip and it goes very well with this piece and what we're talking about. We're having a conversation. Tap in with us, Giants. Hit that like button. We're having a conversation simply about when a cheater, when is the why ever okay? Is the why ever important when a cheater cheats? Tap in with us live on Broadway podcast.
Good Morning America cheating scandal somehow got more salacious. Allegedly, TJ had a 3-year-long affair with a producer prior to him cheating with Amy. Let's go over the story, shall we? Everybody grab snacks. So we have Natasha, the producer. She allegedly is having an affair with TJ. Apparently, Natasha and TJ felt close enough to Amy to confide in her about their affair. So side chick number one is confiding into Amy, and Amy is sitting there probably thinking to herself, girl, don't even worry about it because I'm about to take your spot real quick. So then allegedly, TJ's wife finds out about the Natasha affair through some emails. Also, while we're here, I just want to point out that Natasha...
Let's pause that right there. He finds out... All right. This is not the first time he's been in this situation. His lady, Mary Lee, Figbig, excuse me on the enunciation of the last name. She found some letters. She found a card that was inappropriate while they was in the Bahamas. And while they was in the Bahamas, she felt like, yo, this is too much. TMI. They're doing too much. Which is what triggers her to make her feel like, oh, this is going right back to the Natasha Singh situation because I can't trust you. And that's when the relationship started to spiral. His birthday was back in August, I think. So the question that I have for you guys is, and I'm going to get to play in the back of this video, is the why ever important when a cheater cheats? Tap in with me. Go for it. I see you off your mic.
Yeah, I would just say that I don't think so. I just think that it's more or less just the why. It's not the why. It's the fact that it's the honesty of the situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not being forthright about what you wanted, or you're going back on what you said that you would do for that person. You understand what I'm saying? Like I think the agreement that you had with that person is not what you're standing on now. So he probably telling her the whole time, like, you're gonna be the only one. This is just me and you. I love you. I only love you. And then he every time you turn around, she's finding out he got somebody else. Somebody else keep popping up.
Hold on, Quell, hold on 1 second. If you on Instagram, just mute your mic. Mute your mics. Everybody just mute your mic because he's speaking. I don't need that feedback. Go for it, Quell.
But if other females keep popping up, and the only thing that, the whole agreement was like, this dude is already saying that he is going to be faithful. And it's like, I just think that's what it comes down to, because he's going against what he already told the woman that he was going to do.
Yeah, definitely going against that. Definitely going against it. Welcome, my guy Sincere. Greetings, Sincere.
Blessings, man. Blessings, brothers. Blessings.
I have a question for you, and it's simply, is the why ever important when a cheater cheats?
Yes, it's important. Okay. Because I want to know why they cheated and why that happened. Like, I'd like to know, what happened? Where was the fail at? Why the person cheated at all?
Okay.
Broadway.
I want to hear. Go for it. Go for it, Sean.
No, the why is not important to me. And it really depends on how I found out. If I found out through admission, I can accept it and embrace it a little differently than if I found out through outside sources.
So it's better. So there's a better way of receiving bad information, is what you're saying, Sean.
Absolutely, because at that point we all make mistakes. So if you are coming repentfully, like, I messed up and it's been weighing on my heart and I need to tell you this, is much different than if you found out from your friend saying, I saw your girl with so-and-so and blah, 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 blah.
Right. I'm rolling.
And then it don't become why. Yeah, it don't matter to me why. Now it matters to me, what are we going to do?
How do we remedy this?
Absolutely.
Tap in with me. I like it. I like where this is going. Tap in with me, Landria and Chioma. Tap in with me, Queens.
No, I do not feel like the why is important. I feel like the only thing that is important is if you stay, can it be worked out? If it can be worked out, that's one thing. But I feel like if you're staying, then to bring up an issue of cheating, like, you can't hold it over that person's head at that point. I feel like the only lesson that can be learned really in that situation is how you want to be treated. And if I'm getting cheated on, I'm walking away.
If you get cheated on, you're walking away.
I feel like that's like you said, that's a learned behavior. That's something that you're going to do over and over again. It's not something that is just a one and done. It's something that's going to continue to happen over and over again.
Yeah.
So people can't change?
I think that people can definitely change. I just feel like he said prior, it's a learned behavior. I feel like it, as an adult, especially where we are, learned behaviors are very hard to unlearn. So if that's something that you've been doing for numerous years, the want or the will to want to unlearn something like that is not there.
Is it cool if I say something, Broadway?
Yeah, no, go for it. Got my guy Sincere tapping in with me, Sincere.
I feel like, cheaters get a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people are truly deserving forgiveness. People make mistakes in the world. No. There's people that have cheated, but still love their partner. And that's where it's not fair. People make mistakes. I'm not saying it's condoning and cheating, but I feel like you should really factually, talk to your partner and ask them, like, why did this happen? Because you could be losing the best thing in your life just because they made one mistake.
Well, I gotta ask you the straight question that everybody is thinking. Are you a cheater?
No, I'm not a cheater, respectfully. I don't cheat. I'm just saying that I know guys that have cheated and their marriages are still happy homes. The guys just made mistakes, but their wives stay with them. It does happen sometimes like that, where you can cheat and they can stay with you. I mean, it's not the right decision.
Well, see,
I don't blame all.
So let's rewind that for a second, right? Because you said something. Let's just pull up. Let's rewind that for a second. You say you led with, you feel as though cheaters get a bad rap, Sincere, right?
Yes.
The reason why that's so is because when you're cheating, that means it's like basketball, right? If we're guarding each other one-on-one, and then I leave you to go guard somebody else, my coach may say, I'm cheating. Don't cheat, right? Stay one-on-one. Right. So what happens is with cheating, we took an oath. We took a vow to be honest, to be one-on-one. I'm gonna be with you. I don't want nobody else. There was words that was exchanged. Otherwise, it's not cheating if we both know we can step outside and be okay with it. But it's cheating when I'm being disloyal and I'm stepping outside of our commitment. Because I told you something, and I gotta be a man of my word. You should be a woman of yours. So whenever somebody steps outside of that bond, then it's like, wow, you're doing something else that I didn't sign up for. I didn't come into this relationship, being in this relationship under the pretenses that we were stepping out, because I would have did it too. You took my choice away from me to be in this relationship. Mm-hmm. So that's why cheaters get a bad rap. I just wanted to explain that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to share that with you. We got Ashley up here. We tap in with us, Ashley. How you feel, Queen? Go for it.
Yeah, Broadway, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, it just brought back, a situation I was cheated on. And like I told homeboy, I said, in a game, if we playing games, it ain't a game if both of us don't know the rules. So, I can't be in a situation where we cheating, because if that's what we doing, you should have told me up front and I would have kept my baseball team.
Right. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm going to give it to you guys too. I see Clubhouse, I see Instagram, YouTube commentary. Hit that like button. I see you, Tarek. I'm going to get to some of these comments too, and drop a cash app. Drop a super chat. Make sure you guys tap in, drop a super chat, tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast, drop a super chat. Cash apps are invited as well, are welcome as well. So here's the thing, right? I said cheating is a learned behavior. I feel like when you're either learning it from afar or you're learning it from a distance, but it's still a learned behavior, right? You've been around it, you've seen it, right? I'm going to play a clip by Mr. Let Go in a little bit because he says something, and I think that it's important to this conversation about women and how men and how we're raised and how we see things, right? I'm going to drop that clip in a moment, but I want to finish playing the rest of this clip if that's okay with you guys. Live on Broadway podcast. Check it out.
And allegedly, TJ's wife finds out about the Natasha affair through some emails. Also, while we're here, I just want to point out that Natasha and the wife look kind of similar to each other, so that's weird. But anyway, Mara Lee starts looking at Amy funny, because remember, Amy is friends with Natasha. So Mara Lee is looking at Amy like, girl, what the fuck are you doing being friends with a woman that was having an affair with my husband? From Mara Lee's perspective, her and Amy are supposed to be cool. They would go on double dates with.
So wait, just so you guys understand what's happening right now, right? So you guys aren't getting lost. It's not getting lost in translation. This is so messy. All right, so this dude, TJ Homewrecker, was cheating with Natasha Singh, a producer of GMA, right? Good Morning America, right? So she was confiding in Amy Repulsive, Amy Robach. She was confiding in her. But lo and behold, Amy was sitting in the chat, it was sitting in the back, being a confidant for Natasha. Meanwhile, Amy was thinking about and plotting on being with TJ, so it seems, allegedly. Gotta say these things, right? But the fuck, it's written on the wall. She was plotting on being with him. So let me carry on. I just want you guys to know, I don't want it to get lost in translation for you all.
Because remember, Amy is friends with Natasha. So Mara Lee is looking at Amy like, girl, what the fuck are you doing being friends with a woman that was having an affair with my husband? From Mara Lee's perspective, her and Amy are supposed to be cool. They would go on double dates with each other. Amy's kids would babysit Mara Lee's kids. So Mara Lee is looking around like, girl, what the fuck? Why do you not have my back?
Hold on right there. That's important. That's important. That's important. Mary Lee, okay? The daughter of Amy Robach was watching TJ Homewrecker and Mary Lee's daughter. She was the babysitter. So he didn't get with the babysitter. He got with the babysitter's mom. Hello? What do y'all take on this thus far? I mean, tell me something. Tell me something. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I throw it to Clubhouse first. Tap in with me, Clubhouse.
It's a mess. A big, shitty mess.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Instagram.
I agree.
All right, go for it, Sean.
That's just mess. Yo, that's just straight up messy. Whole bunch of deception, a whole bunch of lack of trust, a whole bunch of lustful desires that are being they're basically going on their lust and being selfish about what they want as opposed to what anybody else feels.
Terica, just real quick, Terica on YouTube said if you're going to cheat on your significant other, then why be in a relationship? Why be in a relationship if you're going to cheat on your significant other? You know why, Terica? I'm going to answer this question directly. Because either one, they think that they're not going to get caught. Two, they think that they don't value the significant other as they should. They don't see the value of them. Or simply three, frankly speaking, they just don't give a fuck. Tap in with me. I see you guys on Instagram. Tap in with me.
Man, Broadway, where is the loyal friends? What? Like, come on, let's pick that up for a second. Like, are we not loyal no more? Like, am I not my sister's keeper?
Wake it
Do
up.
we even understand the definition of that word, loyalty? No, we're not. That's very clear. This whole society ain't concerned about loyalty. They concerned about what they feel and their selfishness. They ain't concerned about what somebody else feels. Considerations, sisters, brothers alike.
Right.
Right.
So just quickly, no, go for it. Sincere. I think that's sincere.
No, this was Quill.
Oh, Quill,
No, that was
go
the
for
other
it, Quill.
gentleman. That was the other gentleman. I'll go after him. He got it.
Well, I would just say that, I mean, clearly I'm pretty certain that this dude already, like, if he's this bad about it, he was already showing signs of it. Like, he was showing signs of it. A lot of times we ignore the signs, man. We ignore when because we don't want to be alone. We're sticking around for family.
Yeah.
We're sticking around for kids. We're sticking around because we don't want to ruin a relationship. But man, if this dude clearly has a history of doing this, and it was let go for a while. So I mean, is he solely to blame for this? Like, because sometimes we self-inflict this on ourselves.
Yeah, we do self-inflict. But see, now, last night, during episode 544, the Collectors joint, shout out to the Collectors, and he said that, he said something that was real interesting. He said that, but TJ is admitting to his own wrongdoings. He said, you know, that's one thing that we're not saying and we're not waking up is that TJ is admitting to what he did. And that whole apology letter or that whole caption that he put underneath that post, right? You got to refer back to episode 544 to understand what we're talking about. So we here in 545. So here's the thing, right? I got you sincere too. Holmes and Figbig, right? Lawyer, Rock Nation, got married in 2010. They shared 2 kids together. I mean, they shared 1 kid together, and TJ Homewrecker got 2 kids from a prior marriage, right? Prior marriage didn't work. Wonder why the marriage didn't work. He finds himself in a new marriage. Like, I don't even know why you keep getting married. Is that a thing? Could you be married to somebody who's been married multiple times? Impromptu question. Tap in with me, Ash. I'm
gonna give you one failed marriage, and I'm because everybody make mistakes. So I'm not gonna hold you to one mistake, but anything after 2, that's the learned behavior. This is a character problem that.
I remember when Future was going through what he was going through, right? Everybody was like, yo, he's having all these babies and all these baby moms, right? Y'all remember the Future situation. I remember a lot of women was like, why do you keep getting with a dude that got all these kids? Why do you keep getting with a dude that got all these kids and then you become a new baby mother? What do you think is going to happen? Remember the Ciara situation? Y'all remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So my question becomes, is that the same for marriage? Trey said, if you were married very young, sure. Oh, okay, Trey, but okay. So Trey said she could probably get over if you've been married before, if you married very young. I can respect that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I see it all the time. Go for it, Sean.
Yo, my question is, we talking about marriage, and we're using this word, we use it so loosely nowadays. It really has no merit to it. So whether you're a serial cheat or a serial married person who gets married, or you have serial relationships that fail, what is the difference?
I think the difference is you have a level of, you're willing to go the long way and you see the value in someone to want to actually spend the rest of your life with somebody opposed to just being talk. I don't know. I'm not a woman, but that's what I would think. Ladies, y'all would have to chime in on that. What's the difference?
I mean, I guess I'm rocking with you. You know, I mean, it's a lifetime, commitment. I mean, I don't believe people go into marriages just for it to be, something in the moment. We're talking about, literally, what it say, for better or for worse, like nigga until you die. Not until I die.
That's the whole thing. But that's the whole thing why I'm asking the question, because that's game. That's cap, as they would say. Because basically, if he a liar, he a liar. It don't matter if he's lying on paper or if he's lying off paper. He's a liar.
Right.
Or she's a liar. So it really, that piece of paper just gives you an assurity, oh, he's doing it so you can say what you just said. But it's really, you're being deceived, you're being manipulated, and you're going to be tricked and you're going to be hurt.
To that you say what? Ladies?
I mean, but the thing is, do we really go, like, for myself, like, I'm not married, expire, to be married, but do we really go into a marriage thinking that all of this is about to happen? I mean, because if someone was cheating on me before we got married, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to marry you. Now, once this stuff happened within the marriage, that's a total different situation.
But I guess the difference would be, though, a lot of times people get married even though they know that information. I know plenty of people that got married to somebody who already was cheating on them before. They already knew what kind of person they were, but they married him. They still married him. It's
interesting. I like that though. They knew before going into it. Welcome, Balance. You got Balance. I'm gonna come back to you in about 3 minutes. You got all of 2 minutes to. Oh, there she go. Hey.
What's up?
What's happening with you, Balance?
Yo, this topic today. How did I knew you was gonna make a video about this too. I knew it was coming.
Listen, you know shit, goddamn it. I gotta work. Tap in with us, Balance. So we're having a conversation, a lot of different moving pieces. Today we primarily, my objective today is to hold TJ accountable. Right? Because yesterday we analyzed the whole situation as a collective, and there's some new shit I want to talk about tomorrow, but I'm not going to pace myself because I'm still getting the information together. But tomorrow is going to be a whole panic session. The question I want to ask you though is, y'all see me showing my teeth, right? After the dentist, y'all see me showing my teeth?
They look
all right,
good.
cool.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
I see
all right, just all right, cool. Just making sure. All right, so
I'm done with you.
so his teeth is back. So my question to you is the why ever important when a cheater cheats?
Why you? I swear you always ask me the hard questions. Every time I jump on your live, like you always asking me the tough questions. I think, okay, so it's a difference between, and I said this before, cheating and an understanding that you have with your partner. Those are two different things. A lot of people are making all these assumptions. They don't know these people's relationships. They don't know the agreements that they had in place. You are not a part of these people's lives. You're an outsider. They're not your friends. They're not your family. You don't know these people. People love speaking on other people's business that they know nothing about. We see this happening day in and day out. They want to speak on Lori Harvey or whoever these people are. You don't know them, but they're so quick to want to speak on their relationships and their setups and how you don't know. You don't know. But I will say, if there's an agreement, that is not cheating. That's one. If there is an agreement in place between those two people, that's not cheating, and it's also not your business. So I want to say that first. Secondly, now, if there is no agreement, then the why really, the why, it doesn't matter. Like, deception is deception. So I can't, like, if you have an issue, come to me and talk to me prior. There's no reason that you would need to do this and then talk to me after. Like, that makes no sense. Because treat people how you want to be treated. How you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. Hey, Curtis. My family's on the live. I love
how you want to be treated.
How you want to be treated. That's the golden rule, period. And that's all I got to say to that.
You see what she did here, right? She psyched us up. She was like, you always ask me the hard questions, but boom, I got an answer for you.
You do. I got an answer, though. You already know.
I love it. Tap in with us. I see Tarek, I see y'all panicking, I see Keisha, I see you Lolo. Tap in, hit that like button. We got way too many people in this group chat, in this watching us on YouTube. Hit that like button, please, and thank you in advance. Hit the like button. Let's further the conversation, right? Because I want to get through this clip because I got so many others to play. Tap in with us. Watch this. Oh, here we go.
Around like, girl, what the fuck? Why do you not have my back? This is why, Marilee. I'm so sorry, girl. But at this point in the story, she doesn't know that yet. So her and TJ are trying to reconcile over the pandemic. You know, it's quarantine. Everyone's stuck inside. So TJ was like, I guess I may as well try to be a good husband. I don't know. But while that's going on, girl, Amy and Natasha, they fall out with each other. So they're not friends anymore. Natasha starts looking at Amy sideways, being like, I think you're getting a little bit too close to TJ. I don't like that. Mind you, Natasha is also married at this time, allegedly. Having a Brandy and Monica, the boy is mine moment over a man that is neither of y'all is crazy. Shit hits the fan when Marilee finds a birthday card from Amy to TJ that's like way too personal and inappropriate for a coworker. So then she's like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? Now I'm wondering if Marilee finding the card led her to getting a private investigator to collect more evidence to prove her suspicion. This story has really gagged me. I had no idea who the hell these people were like 2 days ago, and now my mouth is watering with all the juicy details. I want a 6-episode miniseries chronicling these events. preferably on HBO Max. And because I have entirely too much time on my hands, I have come up with some casting options that I will share in a follow-up video because I'm running out of time.
All right. Okay. I see what's happening now. I see it a little bit more vividly. Are you okay with your woman or man remaining friends with their ex while you two are in a relationship? Wake it up. Let's get there. Are you okay with your friend? Are you okay with your significant other maintaining a friendship with their ex while you two are in a relationship? Hello? I can't. Hello? Ashley, tap in with me. Quell, tap in with me. Are you cool with that, beloved? Let me know, because if you cool with it.
Nah, because I don't think it's any need for all of that to be going on.
Wow.
You already have.
They just friends.
No. You don't sleep with them. You don't sleep with them. Like, there's no way you can, like, it's rare situations where you can just go to being friends like that. Especially with dudes, man. Dudes, especially with a dude like that. That dude's still trying to hit that. A dude like
But
TJ,
let me play. Hold on, Quell.
Yeah.
So in that situation, it's hard to find a good friend. They've been friends. They was able to maintain a friendship after having a sexual encounter. It was nothing. It was meaningless. It was pointless. It was blah.
Hell no, it's dick in the glass right there. They patiently waiting. They patiently waiting for the opportunity to get back in there.
Nah, I think, you know what I think? I think they could say you are being controlling. Hello?
Well,
you're trying to control, and then they'll say, after the controlling piece, then they'll say, hey, you know what? You are insecure.
Well, it is what it is. I'll be all that then. I'll be all of it. But I ain't boo-boo the fool, and it ain't going down in my relationship. Hell no.
Wake it up.
Ain't happening. Because I feel like that's manipulative. Those are manipulative words for someone to get what they want. Because if they're a real friend, then guess what? They'll just fall back. Wake
it up.
It ain't that serious. If I'm that cool with people, we ain't got, like, all right, it's cool. I see you when I see you. I see you when I see you. Like, I respect the relationship because if I care about that person, I want what's best for them. I'm not going to come in between them and their spouse. What kind of sense did that make?
So, ladies, my Mercedes, hope on the back to a fat. So, ladies, are you ladies okay? YouTube viewership, tap in with us. Let us know. I want to see it in the comment section. Hit that like button. I will end this whole live. I will end it. I don't care. I will end the whole live, go about my business, and go figure out what we're talking about tomorrow. No, but ladies, are you okay with your significant others remaining friends? YouTube viewership. Are you okay with your significant others remaining friends after remaining friends with their exes while you two are in a relationship? Tap in with us. Ladies?
No. Hell no.
Ladies are sounding off. I'm not gonna mind women business. I'm gonna mind mine. What you said? Tell me more. Tell me more, Ashley. Ash Cash. No.
Man, listen. For real, like, what's the point of y'all remaining friends? I'm your best friend now. We best friends.
So because you got a significant other, y'all gotta be best friends?
Man, look, yes. We best friends. My bullshit is your bullshit. We sharing bullshit.
We share bullshit. With that, you say what? Balance. We share bullshit. The fuck?
You know what? I will say this. I am more liberal than a lot of women when it comes to things like this. So I know that I don't speak for the majority. But I will say what I said prior. I will say what I said prior. Treat people how you want to be treated. like everything really to me is more circumstantial. It's not like white or black with this particular topic, in the sense of like if you were in a relationship with this person in college and high school and now they're off married and you're social media friends, I really don't care. Like I don't care. Like it's not a big deal to me. Like I don't care. Like I'm not home thinking about it. I'm off doing something. I'm not worried about that because whoever I'm with, I trust them. So really, if they think it's going to be a problem, then they shouldn't do it. And they know they shouldn't do it. That's how I feel about it. I shouldn't have to tell a grown man what he should. That's like me telling him not to follow a whole bunch of big booty women on Instagram and like all their pictures. I don't have to tell him that. If he wants to do that, we're probably not compatible anyway.
So wait.
I mean,
hold the fuck on. The fuck? So you would have a problem with him liking a whole lot of big booty girls on Instagram? They not real.
First of all,
oh shit! When they say first of all, you better just duck.
No, I have to say it to you because you bringing the New York out. So listen, any man that's his MO.
Yeah. Naturally,
we're not even compatible anyway. Like if that's what he's doing all day, that we're not compatible anyway. So I feel like it's the same thing with this. Like if he knows that's going to be a temptation for him, he needs to know that shouldn't be his friend. If that girl is married and got her own family and they social media friends and they could be friends in that way, I don't care. And that shouldn't be a problem. To me, I don't try to control anybody. Like you got to control yourself. And that's it. We got to have that trust. Because if you don't have the trust, you don't have anything. People out here trying to police their partner, they'll do it behind your back. Like it's pointless to try to police somebody. They'll do it behind your back. And if you feel you need to police them, you're not compatible. So
yeah, and I would even say though I wouldn't even say about policing. My thing is that it's because I know how most dudes are. Most dudes are trying to slide that way. Most dudes are trying to stick around. Most dudes are going to be around, and they just hoping that you'll still just be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you a quick situation. Like it was an ex of my wife. They were friends on Facebook. I didn't care about that. I care nothing about it. So this dude decides, hey, I want come back to me. Come back to me and texting her and messaging her and like I want you to leave your husband and da. Now she showed me all this now. But I'm just like, you understand what I'm saying? I understand that it's a rare few people that can do that.
No for me, dog. Nigga, nigga, we gonna FaceTime him together. I'm gonna have my Glock right there on the table, conveniently sitting in eyesight, okay? We gonna have a different type of conversation, Quell.
Yeah, but she blocked him.
Yeah.
And I'm like 6 states away though. You get what I'm saying? So I got other stuff to do.
Yeah, but
other than be stressing about it.
Listen, man, let me tell you about state lines, okay? The fuck? Anyway, easier for Broadway, more back to you guys. Okay? I think that Angel said something the other night, right? Shout out to Angel. Angel, if you're listening to us somewhere far in there, ping Angel. Angel said something the other night, and we're going to get back to this question because we're having a conversation about it. But Angel said something the other night about transparency without accountability is game. I thought that was genius. Transparency without accountability is game. So what she pretty much was saying is if I tell you who I am, right? If I say I'm an ain't shit type of dude, and then you find out something about me that's on some ain't shit type of dude, I'm a fuck boy, and then I don't hold myself accountable. I don't hold up to it. It's manipulative. It's game. It's leading with one thing, but it's really something else. Balance, I saw you. Tap in with me.
Nah, that's true though. It's true. I mean, a lot of people love to say I'm transparent and all of this, but it's really like, what's the reason behind what these people are doing? But really, I also want to say this. It's up to, you have to use your own discernment.
Yeah.
People love to point the finger at others and blame them, but really you're not using your own discernment, and you really need to take self-accountability for the people you're allowing in your space and in your life and to occupy your time. You're responsible for you. I'm tired of people always wanting to play the victim. They always want to play the victim and have this victim mentality. This person did this. How do you let one person do all of those things to you? Like, take some accountability. By the time you got to he did this, you should have been out of there. You should have been gone. So just cut it out. Take the accountability. That's what I gotta say.
Hold on. Let that breathe. Let that breathe. Let that breathe. Let that breathe.
I'm just saying. They be mad at me, but I gotta tell the truth. Like, take accountability.
She said,
"No man's doing 50 things." No, I'm not gonna be around.
How you let one person do all these things? Jesus, man.
Right.
But wait. Because I want to respond to that. I got you, Sean. I see you. Is that the plight of the black relationship, though? Let's wake it up. Is that the plight of the black relationship? Where, because we done been through some things, right? Ashley said earlier, right? For better, for worse, right? We take a vow, right? If, God willing, we're able to get that far. But I believe that, you hear some women say things like, I'm not going to do certain things until he my husband, girl, because why would he buy the cow when he could get the milk for free, or however those sayings go, right? I believe all those sayings come from a bunch of single women that ain't good for shit, ain't never going to be shit, and probably was born a piece of shit. Okay, hello? I think that we, as a community, right, we got to get away from not willing to go through things. And I'm not saying, of course, we are going to go through things, and there's levels. I'm not talking about domestic abuse. I'm not talking about verbal or the other shit, right? Infidelity. I'm not talking about those things. But the things we say we don't want to deal with be the first things that come running in our direction. So we just got to prepare for the best, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And I think that if we are to have a togetherness with one another, we got to kind of move away from not even kind of. We got to move away from, I don't want to go through certain things. How do you know what you're going to go through with somebody? You can have a perfect life with a peasant, right? You can have a perfect life with an ain't shit type of nigga. You get me? Or you can have outstanding life, or excuse me, you can have an outstanding, beautiful life with a peasant, or a horrible life with a rich nigga. That's my type. 8-figure, that's my 8. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta pick your poison. To that you say what, guys? Sean, I'm coming to you, okay? Sean, you with me?
Yeah, I'm here. My fault.
Nah, you good.
A couple of things. Balance. I heard you speak about accountability. Easier said than done. Once you get intimate with somebody, all that accountability starts to become a little cloudy, because you are now dealing with your emotions as well as the practicality of what it happened or what's going on, the character that you're learning, and all of that stuff. So if you're going to really think about just moving on, which is the easy way for people to do it, let's just get out of here. I'm just going to bounce. And that's easy because you're afraid of being hurt. I was just talking to my daughter about that this morning. I said, you're moving in fear. You're moving in your relationships in fear. You're trying to prepare for what you're afraid of that might happen. And if you're going in with that attitude, you're going to wind up getting what you're afraid of.
You want me to respond? All right.
Go for it, Balance. Yo, Sean, Balance over there, like, scratching her neck. She like, you want me to respond? You ready for me? You ready to put me in the game, coach? Go, Balance. They're agreeing with you too, Sean, on YouTube. I see the commentary. Go for it, Balance.
Listen, I agree. And that's why they call me Balance, because I'm here to bring the balance to the live. There is a difference between just walking away and leaving for every little thing and knowing when to leave. You have to have the balance. And that's what I mean. If somebody's automatically, if somebody's abusing you physically, mentally, emotionally, verbally, you shouldn't be there. Period.
But how do we
cheating, abuse? How do we? No.
How do we discern what's abuse?
Yeah,
First of all,
it's getting real sensitive right now. It's a sensitive
that can, and we're gonna touch on that too, Broadway. We're gonna touch on that, but then there's the other side of people that leave for every little thing. Like I was on another live and boy said this woman was beautiful, intelligent, successful, no children, everything he wanted. But then she was wearing like a fake toenail and he instantly dropped her because he said he couldn't take the fake toenail. And this is what I'm talking. He didn't even tell her why he ghosted her. But this is my point. Like then you have men and women because, social media, it makes it where, oh man, I have these millions of options all over the world. I could choose somebody else tomorrow, tonight, in the next 30 minutes. I could call somebody else. I could find somebody else. I can meet up with somebody else, right? So then they're dismissing people for every little thing that does not matter. So like people like that are just, you can't do anything with that. You're leaving over a toenail. Seriously, because she had a fake toenail that came off, whatever. But I'm just saying, I agree that people are leaving for the most minute, small, stupidest things, and that's not healthy either. So I'm a firm believer in the balance, knowing when to stay and when to go. So go ahead.
So here's the thing, right? TJ, just mute your mic. Mute your mic. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you right now. B. We're having a conversation. Amy Robach, TJ Homewrecker, pulled off the air. Producer Natasha Singh, wasn't the first time TJ had an affair, right? He's been outside in these ABC streets. Last night I said NBC, correction. I'm sorry, I was a little passionate. Lost my wits. ABC. He's been in these ABC streets. And they're saying that he's been with other people outside of Natasha. Outside of Natasha Singh, he's been with others. So ABC pulled it off the air. Collectors woke it up and said they'll let Martin run on air for I don't know how many years, right? Childhood sitcom. He said that they'll let that run on air where Martin and Gina wasn't married. And we see that as kids. And we grow older, understand that Martin and Gina was never married, and there's never no togetherness and fulfillment of vows being taken, right? We as kids, we see that. A lot of people grew up watching Cosby Show, wanted to be married, wanted to have that clear like Cliff Huxtable outcome, right? So we see the Martin, the Ginas, the Tommy, the Cole, he ain't got no job. We see these things, and we want to be that. But the moment that ABC and Good Morning America got into a situation, they felt like, oh, this is putting too much smut on our image. So because it's putting too much smut on our image, let us pull these two, because isn't ABC owned by Disney? Hello?
Yep.
Isn't Disney a family network? Isn't Disney Cinderella? Rapunzel, what's her name? Snow White? The seven, isn't that ABC? You get what I'm saying? So they pull a show because it goes against, not that there's any disciplinary actions happening with ABC and Amy Robach and TJ Homewrecker, right? Not that there's anything happening there or that it's outside of their contract, but because the image, the optics don't look good. How do you guys feel? Tap in with me.
So the issue is that there are a few things that are wrong here. Let me just break it down. The problem is that it is a workplace romance, which most people have experienced in their lifetime at least once.
I'm coming to you next,
or
B.
You've experienced it.
I hear you, Allison. Sorry.
You've either seen it or you've experienced it. Number two, TJ Homewrecker was estranged, which means separated from his wife. That means that the divorce is not final. You are still married. Amy Robach was divorced. It actually just recently became final. So, yes, the optics look horrible. it is indeed a workplace romance that was not clean. It was dirty.
Yeah.
In the sense where there was a lot of things intertwining, timelines were skewed. It was in the face of the company and in the the handbook, the employee handbook. It looks like it is infidelity that took place that caused the demise of both of the marriages. Whether truth or not, that is my old boss has told me perception is reality. So we have to really be careful with the image that we are portraying.
Yeah.
And like I said yesterday, about the favoritism, you don't know what's going on. A lot of these people, they tend to be married to higher ups. They tend to be very close to higher ups. And even Robin Roberts was privy to this. And she was like, you guys need to stop. So it was foresight for her. She saw exactly where this was going, and she knew that it was going to get messy. But they didn't listen. So I'm saying all this to say that there's a lot of things going on, but the bottom line is that everything is a crossover.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that are crossing over, and it's really making it look bad. And as far as professionally, no, it just does not look right for you to be sleeping with your coworker and then smiling and broadcasting the news to everybody. So it's just not cool.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Allison. It's definitely not cool. Before I give the floor to B, I'm coming to you right now, B. I want to say something. So a cheater cheats because they're looking to fill a void. A cheater cheats because they look. Huh? Somebody said something?
Is that really true though? Because
let me finish the point.
You can give. Okay, go ahead.
Got you. A cheater cheats because they're looking to fill a void. It's much easier if I point the finger and say, I wasn't receiving something by way of you, Allison. You didn't do the thing that you said you would do, and I wasn't getting it, so I didn't receive it. So I went out and I went to go sleep with Amy Repulsive. I went out to go do the thing that I wasn't supposed to do that you didn't know about with Amy Repulsive. You say that and try to spin it and put it on them. You didn't give me the thing that I was supposed to be getting. So I was supposed to, it's better if I put it on you, because if I put it on you, what that mean? You fucking guessed it. I don't got to hold myself accountable for my I don't got to hold myself accountable for my learned behavior.
Yes.
So it's easier if I put it on you. It's easier if I say to you, it's really an absence of self-worth. That's why cheaters cheat. Outside of the learned behavior, it's really an absence of void in themselves that they're trying to fill. And this is why they say, once a cheater, say it in unison.
Always a cheater.
That's why they say that. So I'm here to debunk it. This is why they say once a cheater, always a cheater. Because more often than not, and I'm not saying that once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm showing you why they say it. Because I do believe that once you spent enough time with yourself and you actually do the work and you leave, what the Bible say? B, I got you up here. When I was a child, I did childish things. When I became an adult, I put away I'm messing up the word. Don't kill me, Quinn. But you understand what the gist of where I'm going with that, right? So what I'm saying is there's an absence, there's a void. So I don't know how particular, because there's not a lot of information about TJ's family, his mother and his father out there. There's not a lot of information the same with Amy Repulsive, right? There's not a lot out there with them. But what I am saying is that I bet you any amount of money that the both of them, on their mother and father side, both of them, that they saw something, and if they didn't see the cheating, then there was an absence of something that they need that validation. They need to feel a certain way. I want to play this one clip, B, and then I'm coming straight back to you, B. I'm coming straight back to you, Queen. Tap in. Live on Broadway podcast. Check this out. Let me see if I can find it fast enough. All right, here it go. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Let Go.
Women don't have beliefs. They only have fears. Mainly, I'm talking about the women who have been raised by other women, like by single mothers. If a woman has been raised by her dad, the dad instilled beliefs in her. But the typical woman who hasn't been raised by a male has no beliefs other than Jesus, God, or, something religious. I mean, their belief system on what they should do and what they shouldn't do. Virtually every decision they've made in their entire lives is built off of fears. She's afraid of this good man leaving her because she doesn't believe in herself, so she'll get with this loser guy so she can control the narrative. So virtually every decision a woman makes is off of what she fears that may happen. When you're dating a woman, it's important to find out who raised her, because if she was raised by mainly women, she literally fears everything. And if you want to see if this is true, ask virtually any woman you're around. She'll easily tell you that she self-sabotaged a good relationship. Why? Because of what she feared may happen.
Wow. I gotta say something to that, Broadway.
Wake it up. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Self-sabotage. B, the floor's on you.
All right. First of all, I want to say good evening to everyone. Blessings.
Blessings.
I was raised by a male and female. So I had the best of both worlds. My dad was a cheater. And my mom was not. And my mother was everything. And I sat there and I looked at both lives and I'm like, wow, one day it's a possibility I can get cheated on. And what happened was I did. When I got engaged, I had my baby. And when you breastfeed, you don't want your guy to touch you because that's a very intimate thing between you and the baby. So it got to a point when he wanted to be sexual and he wanted to touch my breast. I said, no, don't do that. This is for the baby. This is for the baby. He like, what about me? I said, I don't want to do that. I didn't have no desire to sleep with him at all because it became about my baby. And being that he didn't get sex home with me, he stepped out. And he stepped out and came home and told me I understood why he did it. And a lot of people was up there like, oh my God, you blaming yourself. He cheated on you. Why? I said, but because he did it just does not mean it was a bad thing. I took the time away from him and made it about the baby.
Thank you for sharing that accountability.
And see, this is the thing with me, Broadway. I can't talk for nobody else on here. It's so hard for me to believe nobody cheated on this line.
Hello.
As a woman. A black woman don't cheat, please. Fuck the, excuse me, Jesus. A black woman don't cheat.
Can I share
so now we're gonna flip it.
Hold on, Sean.
We're gonna flip it because once I went up to like 210 pounds, so I didn't feel desirable anymore. And then I had my man telling me, my fiance, baby, don't worry, stay just like this, stay like. I said, oh, this nigga think he's slick.
He trying to get you.
He trying to keep me in the house and keep me fat and not care about myself anymore. He just wanted me barefoot and pregnant.
Wow.
Taking care of him. I said, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start putting the time and energy back into myself. Because when I seen who he cheated on me with, I said, are you serious?
Wow.
Are you serious? But then I also realized she was giving him something that I was lacking, and that was sex. So I said, clearly, the sex was good, even though she looked the way that she looked. We can't always judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? We do that. She gave him that time, the intimacy, and always. So then I started to put time into myself. And I'm feeling myself again, Broadway. I'm coming out. I'm feeling like B. People like, oh, girl, you done snap back. the eyes back on me. See, people don't understand. You don't only have to be intimate. A look is cheating. A conversation is cheating.
Hello, flirting.
People always look at that. So I know I got my whole man home, but now the roles change. I am him now. I am getting those looks. I need a validation because it was like I wasn't getting it from my man. He's feeling some kind of way that I'm back. And he don't like this new person that I am. When he cheated, like I said, I accepted it. I never brought it up. I never threw it in his face. And I said to myself, you want to play? I'm going to show you how to play. I'm being honest.
Yeah, sure. I appreciate the transparency. We appreciate the transparency.
And when I did it, he was sick. I said, you don't like how it feel, right?
What did he say? How did he move?
No, I'm sorry. I said, yeah. Don't let it happen again. I love you. So let's get it right. And I said, at the end of the day, baby, tell me why. Why you do this? And it goes back to what you said, Broadway. Learned behavior. His father had 14 children.
But how many baby mothers?
Jesus Christ.
Ain't got enough fingers, probably.
Okay, if you ain't cheat, this ain't for you. This is for the cheaters. See, if it don't apply to you, let it slide. Everybody don't cheat. But the ones that cheated, I'm telling you what it is. So what happened was he had maybe, and the thing about it, Broadway, this is my dude. When I met him, it was one baby and one baby mama.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, my dude, everything started to come out.
Sure.
I'm like, where's all these baby mamas coming from? Where? Because you know what we tend to do is that we don't find out about our partner's childhood. It goes back to that again.
Come on now.
We need to sit down and study our partner. Ins and out, the good and the bad. Baby, what happened? Who was the cheater? Your mother, this and that. And he told me, Dad, when I seen my mom get cheated on. And I said, bingo, there we go. If his mother got disrespected, why would he respect me? If his mother, and I'm going to say it again, if his mother got cheated on and wasn't valued, why would he not do it to me? And this is the woman that he loves, he adores. This is his queen. He's seen his mother get beat on, lied on, smacked on, denied, financially, all different type of abuse. And I said, okay, being that you know what you know, what are you going to do about it? He said, I need you to walk with me. I said, okay, I'm going to walk with you. And I said, and I understand it's a possibility.
So wait.
Mm-hmm.
So wait. What stopped you from doing it?
What stopped me from doing it?
What stopped you from being a cheater?
What stopped me from being a cheater? It don't feel good. It don't feel good, Broadway. And then I know I really didn't like the dude. I was looking at the dude like, you get on my nerves. Like, this was, I really don't.
So you did it more.
She cheated,
Yeah, I cheated.
Yeah, you cheated, but you did it more so to get him back, more so
Absolutely.
Sean, I want to ask you something. Sean got something to say. Go for it, Sean.
Yeah, a couple of things. First off, cheating comes from the root of immaturity. You know, and lack of discipline.
Sure.
And we tend to think that there's an age on it or there's a root to it from other people. It's immaturity. We have a lot of immature ways. Cheating is just one of them. Secondly, those who can't trust, which is the other root of cheating, can't be trusted. And you just displayed exactly that. And I learned it myself through my own actions. I became the person that I despised. So to your point, you cheated and you hated that cheater and you became that same person because, and that's how I checked myself and always reminded myself, those who can't trust can't be trusted.
But Sean, you speaking fast and you saying some things and I want the people to receive those things. You said I became the person. Say that part again.
You become the person that you despise. The person who cheated on you, you become that exact same person. What she just described is natural, and that's what happens because we get in our immature ways and we become petty and we do exactly what we despise to someone else. How they say hurt people.
Yeah.
You then become that. And like she said, it doesn't feel good if that was never part of your core beliefs or behaviors, or you didn't want to be cheated on, but you became that.
Right.
So we got to really check ourselves in reference to being more disciplined and being more mature and learning how to deal with hurt, because all it was unresolved trauma that she was facing and that most cheaters faced.
Yeah.
Unresolved trauma.
I know that's
So,
right.
man, so that's kind of what I saw. And I learned that, like I said, through my own. I never cheated, but I would do things like this when I was younger. I always valued being monogamous. But what happened is I found myself playing word games and playing, like, we'll break up, fine, and it's over. And now I'm free for the weekend. And I found myself hanging out with a girl. My girl called me, or my ex-girl in my mind called me, talking about, hey, what you doing? I'm like, yo, whatever, I'm chilling. The girl who I'm sitting with know that it's my girl.
Right.
Because I already done told her everything.
Right.
But I'm sitting there lying to my girl, and I'm doing exactly what I condemned her about to me. Her lying to me, I'm not lying to her.
Yeah.
So I learned that whole those who can't trust can't be trusted through my own experiences and understanding that. And trust really is the key, and that's where we fail in a lot of our relationships. That's why we cheat, why we petty, why we react, because our ego can't get over. Our ego just can't get over.
Yeah.
I say it again, our ego can't get over.
So look, right? Let's have a conversation. This isn't a question, but I think it's important that we have this conversation about, we're speaking Amy Repulsive and TJ Homewrecker, right? Let's have a conversation about infidelity and what comes with that. Because here's the thing, right? Oh, y'all don't got on cue. She said, bitch, I'm back. Okay? Don't get that fucked up. Wake it up. I'm here for it. The girls are outside. So let's have a conversation about infidelity and what comes along with that. Because I think that when TJ Homewrecker did what he did with Mary Lee Figbit, he said, yo, I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm here. We on vacation. Then Mary Lee finds the letter, finds a card. That was a little bit too much. Probably spiraled Mary Lee out of control. So my question is there's things that come along with cheating that you got to be aware of once you cheat. So my question is let's have a conversation about what comes along with infidelity.
Can I answer that for you, bro? Or go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir. You got it.
What goes down with infidelity? It goes down with broken hearts, deception, people being deceived, not getting, the good response. What happens is that it's who's really getting hurt. It's not the cheater that's really getting the hurt. It's the person that's dealing with them has the most hurt in the whole situation. Like when the woman cheats on the man gets hurt. And it goes reverse. Like the people that cheat, in my opinion, Broadway, they're selfish. Because if you didn't have to cheat at all, you could have just went on with life and just been single and deal with everybody you want to. So for me, I really don't believe in cheating. If you're not happy, just walk away. Leave those people's feelings out of the mix. Because if you want to be with somebody else, do that. Why should we have to be invested in somebody who truly doesn't have their heart in the relationship or in a marriage? So I don't respect women or men that cheat. I don't respect women or men that cheat, in my opinion.
I just want to hit a round of applause for that. Okay.
Sound effect on that one.
Um,
Man, yo, TJ was chasing a bag. When you chase the bag, it leads to selfishness, and when you when you have selfishness, that leads to infidelity.
Sure.
So, that comes with the territory. When you go into corporate America, a lot of times your main focus is getting that bag, getting that promotion, getting what you can get, basically, to be able to be validated and be recognized, whether it be financially or whether it be in addition to finances, credibility. And that's really the driver of what really matters to you. So all else and other people's feelings and other people's considerations don't matter. Corporate America breeds cover your own ass. So they ain't really concerned about other people. So why would they be concerned about personal people as well as professional people? Because they're really just concerned about themselves, to the man's point just now.
Wait, why he making his own sound effects? What's happening? What up, Sean? Tap in with us, B. So, infidelity, what comes along with that?
For my situation, what came along was babies. And the crazy thing about it was she named her baby after my baby. And I was like, wow.
Oh, I don't even know where the drop is for that. Hello? I don't have a drop for that. But was that out of spite? Was that out of being vindictive? Did she know about you? Did she have hate and disdain for you?
So she knew about me. She was a close friend to the family. I was new.
Sure.
She always been there.
Sure.
And she basically told me I always wanted him. And when he just brought you around, I was like, where did she come from? And I'm like, huh? And then she said to me, you remind me of the girls in high school, the popular girls. Now I'm the popular girl and I got what you want. I said, girl, I didn't go to high school with you.
Oh, so she was doing this to sow some royal oats, to get back. She wanted to be what she thought you were. You know what's funny? And I'm gonna let you have the floor. Welcome, Cass. Hey, Cass. A lot of times people do it for the gram, right? That's what they say. People do it for the gram. People do it for people that they don't even know that they have an idea of. And what I have an idea that Cass like blue. So I'm gonna go put on all blue. Cass never told me that she likes blue. So people start putting on and doing things for people based off of what they think that they like. But carry on. I'm sorry. I just wanted to bring that to life.
Like I said, and somebody even said something about what you do in the dark comes to light. Mm-hmm. Being that I'm so spiritual, I believe in God. God showed me in my dream before he even hit me. And I told him one night we got up, I said, I had a dream. I said, so I saw you in the bed with 2 babies. What is this all about? And
you
he
said that to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the one came. And then when it actually happened, I said, God, I thank you. Because like they said, what you do in the dark always come to light. And I was like, I spoke to the girl. I said, there's no point of beefing with you. My baby is related to your babies. So if you want to be an adult, let's meet face to face and figure this out. And then I also turned to him and said, okay, it was drama with this girl. It was so much drama. I said, I can't do this. I love you. I said, I wish you the best.
Yeah.
But you could go be with her. But what happened is, fast forward, he's still a cheater.
Are you surprised?
No. Because like I said, bro.
What was it that he said that, why did he cheat? If you don't mind me asking.
He believes that it's in his DNA. And I said, and I understand. He think he got it from his dad. He's going to therapy. He's getting the help that he need. And he's just like, B, I just can't stop. And I said, okay. And he like, so what's up? I said, I don't want you, but God bless you. So, I wish you the best of luck.
Hello?
I don't want you. Thank you. You bad work. You
Bad work.
You bad work.
People fail to realize when you realize who they are, you no longer want that. Regardless if they change or if they stay, you know who they are. So they true colors are originally, eventually is gonna come to surface.
And can I say this, Charlotte, not to cut you off? It also made me look at him Broadway like, you out here fucking chicks raw. So it's a possibility.
Oh man, no, don't do that, right, Broadway? Don't do that, brother. Don't do that. Right?
I'm like, it was a possibility that you could have gave me something and took me away from my baby. So immediately, I said, I got to go get checked.
Yeah.
I got to go. And I said, you coming with me to the doctor.
Yeah.
And I said, and if I got something, I'm sorry. I said, I'm going to kill you right now. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. So that's other things that people have to realize. And that situation, too, made me look at it like the beautiful young lady that was up here earlier. I think she's a B2 Balance.
Yes.
Like I said, I put an expectation on my fiance because he was a lawyer at that time. He was dressed to the 10s. I was like, oh, God, yes. Yeah. Corporate America, the guy said. And, you know, I fit that look where he can take me to the meetings and this and that. And I was like, oh, he wouldn't do that. I put my expectations on him.
So do you feel like because you, I'm gonna get easy off for B in a second, but do you feel like since we having this conversation about infidelity, Amy Robach, TJ Homewrecker, do you feel as though because, well, there's a similarity in this, right?
Yeah.
Mary Lee Feebig, she said that she didn't even see it coming, allegedly. She didn't see it coming because she was still dealing with the Natasha Singh situation. So because she was dealing with that, she never even seen it coming. And plus, she's a lawyer. I think she's a chief exec or something like that over at Rock Nation. She's an attorney. She has all these accomplishments. Why would you cheat on me? So here we are with you. You're sharing your testimony and you're saying, I fit the look. I'm her. Mm-hmm. How do you leave or how do you even begin to fathom but see, here's the thing. It wasn't you. Hello? It wasn't you. It was his own narcissism, his own manipulative ways, his own lack thereof commitment. But I bet you he'll probably try to spin it because this is what cheaters do. They either spin it and try to make you think that it's you, that they wasn't receiving something, but they fail to realize that when you got to do that, that means that if I got to cheat on you, I'm ultimately cheating on myself because I never gave us the opportunity to be great. How can I say I was here and I stuck in with this if I'm just out here shucking and jiving, high-fiving, and you understand what I'm saying? Easy off of Broadway in his rants. Tap in. Anybody take it away, please. We're having a conversation, and I'm actually able to further the conversation. And I want to play this. I want to play this clip one more time by Mr. Let Go because I want you guys to stand in front of it and let me know how you guys feel as a result of it. Live on Broadway podcast. Tap in with me one more time.
Women don't have beliefs. They only have fears. Mainly I'm talking about the women who have been raised by other women, like by single mothers. If a woman has been raised by her dad, the dad instilled beliefs in her. But the typical woman who hasn't been raised by a male has no beliefs other than Jesus, God, or, something religious. I mean, their belief system on what they should do and what they shouldn't do. Virtually every decision they've made in their entire lives is built off of fears. She's afraid of this good man leaving her because she doesn't believe in herself, so she'll get with this loser guy so she can control the narrative. So virtually every decision a woman makes is off of what she fears that may happen. When you're dating a woman, it's important to find out who raised her, because if she was raised by mainly women, she literally fears everything. And if you want to see if this is true, ask virtually any woman you're around. She'll easily tell you that she self-sabotaged a good relationship. Why? Because of what she feared may happen.
Wow. Cass, I'm coming to you. Is there any validity in that? I want to get it from the real people in real time.
I can't agree fully because
you was raised with your father?
I was raised with both.
See what I'm saying? But then are you compromised then? Are you able to give a point of view on it because you had both?
Yeah, because my dad was there, but he didn't really instill beliefs.
This funny about parenting. Parenting is funny. I'm sorry to cut your wisdom.
Go ahead.
Parenting is funny because more often than not, the things that I learned from my mom, I didn't even know I learned them. It was like embedded subconsciously. The thing that she taught me, I didn't know that I was moving and doing things based off of what she taught me. She passed away when I was 12, 13. So a lot of the ways that I move right now is based off of how she taught me. But I'm conscious that I'm consciously aware of my subconscious, and I know what I don't know. You know what I mean? So I'm asking you, and indirectly, I'm asking you, could it be that what you think that he didn't embed in you was secretly embedded in you inside your subconscious? You're probably not aware of.
Yeah, possibly, but I don't like that statement. I don't believe that a person sabotage things on purpose due to the way they was like raised. I think it's, and I don't want to say raised, but I think it's self-sabotage only with experiences. So a woman may not want to be loved or accept love because of her being hurt previously. So it really doesn't have anything to do with what your parents instilled in you. It's more of your experience.
Well, can I say something? Yeah, I want to tap into.
All right, so hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Let them go, bro.
All right, so we're gonna go to Sincere, and then we're gonna come back up to Sean. Go for it, Sincere.
What I do believe, like, you know, like I have a single mother, right? And if she had like a bunch of men running through the home, that would have made me kind of feel like, okay, that cheating is okay. So I really feel like the upbringing of the household is what comes down onto the child, and then what they do into society. So that's the reason why I never, you know, had a bunch of women around me Broadway, because mama never had a bunch of men around me growing up in a single home. So I really feel like the upbringing is the most important thing in the culture, in my opinion. You know.
So do you think that TJ TJ, what's his last name again? Hello.
TJ the homewrecker.
Yeah. Do you think that TJ? Do you think that TJ homewrecker and Amy repulsive? Is it fair to make the assessment of what they was raised around? Even if they had both parents, it might have been learned behavior. Maybe he saw his father. Maybe she saw her father. Maybe she saw her mother. Maybe he saw his mother doing things just on both of their sides from their parenting and their upbringing that would probably lead to this. Because here's the thing, really quickly. Here's the thing. It might not be the mom and the father. It could very much so be a sibling.
Facts. I think
you just
Go. Finish up Sean, and then, finish up Sincere. Then we're gonna throw it to Sean.
I think that's the reason why my mom didn't bring me around my father, because he cheated on her when she was pregnant. And I think she did that because she was like, I don't want to have my child around all this dysfunction, having to be going from home to home. Like, my father had 2 women pregnant at the same time, my mother and another woman pregnant. And I think it was the best decision mama made, not having me around that toxic behavior, because that would have just traumatized me as a child, just for me. So I like that aspect. That's all I had to say.
I appreciate you. Thank you for that, King.
I'm gonna touch on both of them.
Go for it, Sean.
Said that she don't. Yeah, first the lady said that she doesn't think that it can be. It would have to be more directly, and that's subliminally, it can definitely affect you. Whether you see somebody cheating, or whether you and you decide you don't want to have that feeling, whether you see your mother being a victim of it, or you see your father being a perpetrator of it, it still can affect you and form you to where you start having subconscious ways of sabotage. For example, if you believe that every man is going to cheat, or you believe that men are just cheaters, when you find a good man, you are not going to be able to respect him, receive him, and understand him, because you haven't been exposed to that. And to the gentleman, right, and to the gentleman who was just speaking about his mom, you don't know whether or not, infidelity, as I said earlier, is immaturity. So yes, your father was probably very immature. By the time you would have met your father, it might not have been a toxic environment. He might have learned, and he might have been able to give you some guidance and some understanding on what not to be. Or you might have been able to help him learn what not to be through the way that you react from the way that he is treating your mother, and you check him on it to where he says, wow, you know what? And he can learn from you. So that separation of you two sometimes is not always toxic, but it could be very
slippery slope.
Very helpful. It could be very helpful to one or the other. It might not be you. You might not be the person who's going to receive the lesson through him. He might be the person who's going to receive the lesson through you. And your mother might have deflected that possibility.
One time. Shout out to Sasseries for the bag. Shout out to my God Collectors for the badges. I appreciate the badges. Let's add some color to this chat on YouTube. Drop a super chat. I appreciate you. Show your social currency by hitting that like button, please, and thank you in advance. Welcome. I appreciate everybody tapping in with us on YouTube. Tap in with me. Go for it, Cass.
So like the guy said, he said you get what did he say you get from your father?
Go for it, Sean.
I said you might I'm not sure exactly which part of it, because I didn't say.
He said you get from your mother God, the belief of God, right? Then he said from your father.
Oh, he's talking about
belief.
Yeah, you're talking about Mr. Let Go. Okay.
So pertaining to that statement, how do you guys believe that statement is true? Is that why women are, if they are raised by their mom and they have the God belief, they're not willing to accept a man in their life to do what he's supposed to do, as he said?
Just correction. What he said is if you were raised by happenstance, if you were raised in a single parent home, moms, you guys are always the ones that hold it down. If you're raised in a single parent home, more often than not, you don't get your beliefs from your mom outside of spirituality, God, you know what I mean? But as far as what you believe in, like life as a whole, that normally comes from your father, because it's more logic and less emotion. Ladies, I don't know what's going on over here with me. Ladies, you guys are more tapped in with the emotional side, which is an amazing thing, right? But there's a side that, and we're going to have this whole conversation about Keke Palmer, and we're going to tap in with it. But I'll give you guys a sneak peek into what's to come with Keke Palmer. You know, when she did that thing and she revealed the baby on SNL, you know, it was a lot of people applauding, so forth and so on. But she's a single mom. Why are you applauding single moms? Like, where's the father? Like, is she married? Like, where's that aspect to it, right? Shout out to Mr. Let Go, because he's been working and I've been seeing some things. But why are we so quick to applaud and push a narrative that only in the black community, right? Only in the black community, it seems like we're very black and brown community that we seemingly so are excited and applaud single.
But she has a boyfriend, so you talking about single as in marriage or single? Okay.
Single as in marriage. Yes, marriage. You know what I mean? Why are we applauding that and shouldn't? Because when kids see that, when people see that, everybody that's tapped in her fan base and her viewership, and this is easy off of Keke, but all I'm saying is only in our black and brown community do we applaud and be excited about that. Now, it should be, you know what? I got a lot to say about that, so I'm trying not to really get into that bag. Let's keep it on Amy Robach and TJ Homewrecker. Take it away. Collectors, what up, though, beloved?
What's up with you, King?
Oh, wait. Hold on, beloved. B, let me give it to the ladies first. B, tap in with me.
Honestly, I'm glad that they put something like this out here in the world because it happens. And people need to understand that people make mistakes. And that we have to show each other grace regardless of the situation.
Yeah.
They both could have came from amazing families. But it was something that happened. Maybe they had a late night and that Jezebel spirit.
Hey, Jezebel, me.
You looking like my type right now, and I'm looking like at you. And they just thought, it happens. It's natural. The eye. That's why in this, you know, in the Bible, it says, be careful with your eye.
Hello.
We can be tempted by just a look. Somebody, you know how it is nowadays, plastic surgery. You see a girl coming up here with a big bunkie. You with your wife, you with your girl. You're going to go like this a little bit. You're going to make it. You're going to look.
Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Anybody that's on my Instagram timeline, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Hello, baby. I don't gave up like in the big booty. Hello, I don't left that spirit alone. Hello, I'm just saying. What's happening?
But that happens. You know what I mean, Broadway? Because that's when the devil be like, "Oh, you changed. Oh, I know what you like."
But we normalize it too often, and we need to have more discipline. That's part of our issue, and we need to take accountability that everything that you look at don't mean you got to touch. Everything that you admire don't mean you have to explore.
Hold on, Sean. To that you say what, B?
And that's true what you're saying. But what I'm saying is what I love about what's happening is that it is some people out here that battles with infidelity.
Yeah.
They battle with a spirit in them because I've seen it with my own father.
They battle with a spirit of infidelity. Jesus.
Like I said, I can't speak for y'all, but for me, my mother never cheated. My dad was a compulsive cheater. Did I love my dad any less? No. When he came out and said to me when I was 25, we went to dinner. He said, remember I brought them different women around you? And I'm coming home to my mom. I met auntie so-and-so. I met cousin such and such. I'm believing my father because that's my father.
Sure.
Not knowing these are his women that he's sleeping with. And my mother just looking at me. And I'm like, what? She said, you're going to see your father for who he is. She never said one bad thing. And then he told me the truth. I died. I said, oh my God, is my life a lie? He said, no. He said, it's something I did. He said, knowing that you know what you know, do you love me any less? I said, no, you my daddy. He said, okay. And that goes back to show you that it's a possibility that your man may cheat on you. and he may not. But the same grace you give me, give it.
Sure.
And then what happened was the reason why he kept cheating after my mom divorced him, because he was looking for my mom. It was something in him, that void. Like you said, Broadway. He was trying to find my mom and these women. And eventually he did stop. He seen that he couldn't find my mom. He found a woman that he loves now, and he never cheated again. So people do change. When somebody was like once a cheater, always a cheater, that's not true. I seen my father change. So that's why I said people cheat. We can't always look at it as they're a bad person, because it's not true.
I think that, and I'm going to throw it to you right now, collectors. I think that, yes, that's why they say once a cheater, always a cheater. I can tell you why they say it. Do I actually believe once a cheater, always a cheater? Not so much. I don't believe that once a cheater, always a cheater. I believe that if you have cheated, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I was out.
He was outside.
The fuck? Like, you hear me? What Big said, I don't shot at the rest of them, got at the rest of them. Like, I done been out, so I understand, but I've taken, between relationships, I done took like a 4 or 5 year hiatus and just did the reflection, did the math, and just had to sit back and understand, if you want this, then you have to do that. You can't say and wonder why your karma is bad. God damn it. You can't sit back and wonder why God isn't giving you the things that you're supposed to have in your hand if you out here causing and doing wrong as what the Bible say, I'll give you a little and see if you faithful over that. And if you faithful over few, I make you ruler over plenty. So I did the math and I sat back and I said, well, I got to make my karma right. So I can't be out here causing people harm indirectly and being with my lower half and just doing things. I'm just moving the attention away from you guys, because I know a lot of you guys been sharing your testimonies. I'm sharing mine. All I'm saying is at some point in time, I had to leave my childish ways behind and do something different and new. And if I get fucked over, that's on them. That's not on me. That's their karma. Because trust me, I don't got fucked over before. My karma, my aura's beautiful. You get what I'm saying? Collectors, it's on you, beloved. Tap in with me, King. Greetings and salutations.
What's up? I'm over here eating fruit and stuff, making sure my shit is right.
You was on fire last night. I ain't gonna lie. I went back and listened to the pod. I was like, nah, this nigga was in a different bag.
I'll be rocking with the people. I'm always saying,
he was in a different bag.
I'm bouncing off the room.
What up, though, King?
With it?
We having a conversation. We taking things a little bit further. Amy Robach, TJ Holmes, homewrecker, however you choose to identify him as. And frankly speaking, holding them accountable. I guess I want to ask you a new question. I'm going to ask you a new question. I'm going to start with you, collectors, then I'll let it spread out. Welcome, BX. Hey, BX, welcome to the...
You know that, Trey. I'm just eating my fruits and shit.
How you doing?
So we having a conversation. I'm going to start with the collectors on this new question. Who needs to be held accountable here? Amy Repulsive or TJ Homewrecker?
I say both parties. Because if he would have shot his shot off, she would have shot her shot, and either party would have rejected it, there it goes. It was rejected. Both parties. We adults. That was an easy one.
No. Let's start from the beginning. Page 6 reported that Fig Big, TJ Homewrecker's estranged wife, didn't become suspicious of Robach or Repulsive until summer of 2022, after noticing that she and Holmes seemed closer than colleagues. After having random meetings throughout the day and going to the bar for drinks after work, as of August 22, 2022, TJ and his wife celebrated his 47th birthday in the Bahamas. It was on vacation that Fitbig discovered a birthday card from Robach, and that seemed too personal for coworkers. It brought Natasha back to the drama with Natasha. So my question to you guys is, who needs to be held accountable? Amy Robach or TJ Homewrecker? I say, I don't think it's both of them. I say it's TJ Homewrecker. You know why? Because as men, we set the tone. They're gonna follow us. It's not about if I hate to get spiritual.
That's not always true.
Why not? Why isn't it?
I'm gonna say that for a fact. No, that's not always true because I have pursued things, and then I've had laid back and forced the gun, like made her really bust her hammer, and she gonna bust her hammer because she want to get at me.
Yeah, but if you didn't pursue, what would have happened?
She would have still been trying. Like you could see, like you know how, like you said, you was outside. You could tell when a female want to get with you, and you gonna pick up on the flavor or not. But that don't make all females stop.
I think that. I'm coming from a traditional sense. Go for it, Cass.
Because say the male is laid back.
I'm gonna tap in on that.
If y'all don't. No, go for it, Cass. Go for it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, Sean. I'm coming straight to you. BX, I'm coming to you as well. I'm gonna give it to Cass and B. Go for it, Cass.
One, I say it's the both of them because, like you said, when you read the letter or whatever behavior she was doing, she was initiating, and he took the bait. So it is his fault as well because he should have had the man and the willpower to be like, nah, I'm good. And, I would appreciate if you stop sending me X, Y, and Z or any type of messages because, it's causing turmoil in my relationship.
Sure.
So apparently he was with it. He liked it. He probably in the back of his head felt some type of way about her and wanted to deal with the situation. So I blame the both of them. She was being inappropriate and he accepted the debate because in his subconscious, that's what he probably was looking at her in that manner anyway.
Don't take me shaking my head as in disagreement of you. I'm coming right now, Sean. Give me a second. Sean, like, okay. I'm at the door and I got to use the bathroom. You know, when you get closer to the door, you got to use the bathroom more. Sean, like, hold on, wait. I got you, Sean. I promise you, beloved. Give me 1 second. I'm speaking from a traditional sense. So this is probably where the signals are getting crossed at. I feel as though as a man, in my relationship, I'm not letting the white noise bleed through. You get what I'm saying? I'm making the list and I'm checking it twice. I'm cutting it off because there's a saying that says, or there's a question that goes, you can't be in love with two people at one time. That's a lie. You can. Because if you give somebody your attention, if you give somebody your time, if you give somebody your resources, you can fall in love with them. But you can't fall in love with them if you cut it off you get what I'm saying? You can't choose who my heart chose. You can't choose who your heart falls in love with. Bullshit. I'll park there. I want to throw it to B, and then I'm coming straight up top to you, Sean.
Okay.
Bro.
Like
hold tight, D. I'm coming straight to you, King.
Nah, but it's for you though. But once you go, it's going.
Wait. All right. So hold on, Miss.
Because you said
go for it.
You said you doing traditional, but whose tradition? Like when you say that, what tradition is it? Like what American tradition or Broadway tradition? Like how do we know what tradition is tradition? I just want to find that.
When moral, honest tradition. That's what tradition. Honesty.
When I get with a woman, I do my due diligence. I find out what's her not nationality. I find out what's her spiritual background. I find out the thing that she believes in. I find out if her beliefs are aligned with my beliefs. So if her beliefs are aligned with my beliefs, and I'm a traditional man, and again, y'all know my story. If y'all don't, I was raised in the Nation of Islam. I was a 5%er. I grew up, grew older, started feeling like Jesus was speaking to me a little bit more intense and more, and it was the spirit was more there for me. So then I became a Christian. So I follow I'm under the belief of I move as a Christian. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my A likes and B likes. I'm not too far from that because I understand what the Nation of Islam, and if it wasn't for the Nation of Islam, my family, they were spiritual, but they was easy off the spirituality because they was outside shucking and jiving and high-fiving. They was doing mad much, how King would say. You get me? So for me, if it wasn't for the Nation of Islam and the word in the book of life, I wouldn't have probably got introduced to what spirituality is. You get what I'm saying? So when I say spirituality, when I say I'm a traditional person, I move under the guidelines of I'm the king of the castle. I want my women to follow me. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to it's not a dictatorship. It means that if she has a good idea, I'm willing to listen and follow what she has to say in this moment, but she's trusting in me and my guidance, and I'm the leader. Mm-hmm. So when I say that we're talking about me being, I'm a traditional man, that's what that criteria, that's what falls underneath that criteria, DWI. Hopefully I answered you, King.
Yeah, so I'll give it to B, but I was talking to a friend of mine, she's Dominican, and she was breaking down to how the Dominican men run their tradition, and they get a little leeway as long as they taking care of the bills, blah, blah, blah.
I've heard that too.
Kind of turn a side eye, a blind eye to some of the shit that they do. So when I was only questioning, not even just from you explaining yourself, but we got to be,
clear on what their tradition is.
When people, right, because each religion, each nationality is different. Like it looks different, and if you're dating around and meeting different people from here and there. But if you're just speaking of, black and brown people, as we say, those even get skewed. But I'll park there. I didn't mean to cut her off either. I just want, because I would have lost that. I would have been going if I didn't say it when I.
No, we appreciate that. She totally understands. B, go for it, Queen.
So to piggyback basically, Broadway, off what you said, I am a very traditional woman as well. And like you said, it is the guy's fault. Because as a man, you're supposed to lead your family, period. And it brings me back to, like you said, with the Bible, I'm going to go back to Adam and Eve. Remember when God placed them in the garden?
Sure.
And how easily the snake was able to get in Eve's ear because the husband wasn't being watchful. So that goes back to, like you said, the husband wasn't on his job. That snake was able to get in her ear, and then she went to her husband and made him eat. He allowed the position to change. He made his woman lead, and he was behind her. So like you said, as a man, it is a man's job. If you're going to be the man for me, I am old school. Sure. If you're going to be a man, lead me properly because I'm going to follow you. God created man, then woman. Mm-hmm. So you set the tone what our marriage is going to be.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
If you want me to be faithful, I expect you to be faithful.
Mm-hmm.
I think that...
If you're going to provide, yeah.
No, go for it. I'm sorry, Queen.
And a lot of the things, too, what I also learned from my grandmother, because I was raised with both parents and grandparents. So I got it from both ends, where my grandma also instilled in me as a woman, we have to learn how to lead, though, from the back.
I like that.
That when our man is wrong, we should be able to minister our words with love, even if it don't feel good. Because love doesn't always feel good.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
As you can see with this situation that we're talking about.
Sure.
And with the new generation now, It's easy to cheat. Click away. Click, 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 click. Social media. Now it's right in your face.
Yeah.
And like I said, people think that you have to actually go out. No, cheating sometimes is just looking. And a lot of certain females, like they said, are not strong in their position because they don't know who they are. So a lot of it as well has to be with you knowing who you are. And we have to stop putting our expectations, especially on our Black men.
Yep.
Because a lot of our Black men was raised by single mothers that don't hold their sons accountable for their actions. And I'm going to say it again, because I'm a mother. A lot of Black women don't hold their sons accountable.
Wake it up.
For their actions. Oh, that's my son. Like they said, we normalize this. Girl, you know that's what Gerard do. You know he a cheater, girl. You the stupid one. Oh, you good, because it couldn't have been me, girl. It couldn't have been me.
Right.
That's what we do. So nowadays, it goes back to what you said with the young guy when he said, oh, my mom didn't have me around that. She should have. She should have. Because it would have taught you something to look at you getting things from both areas, both point of views. Where, like I said, for me, you sometimes got to grab things for yourself. That's why God gave us our own individual lives. We have to learn things outside of our parents.
Yeah.
Because the thing we have to understand is that we didn't come with a manual how to raise a child. We had to figure it out on our own. So sometimes when our Black men cheat, it's sometimes these mothers for Black mothers, single mothers.
Easy off of B. Easy off of B. Somebody get her a cloak and just have her sit down. Remember when James Brown used to be on fire? He be hitting the move and shit, and you gotta hit her with the cloak and just sit her down for a moment. B, bet out there. I'm coming up top. I'm coming up top to you, Sean. Then we got DWI. I know he cooking. Coming back down to you, Collector. Go for it, Sean.
Woo. Man, I could touch on so many things that she just said, but I won't right now because I don't want to lose sight of what we originally were speaking about, which is who fault it was. That was the question.
Yes.
In this case scenario, it's the guy's fault because he's the one who was in the relationship and he's the one who was supposed to be responsible for maintaining and or honoring that relationship. I just had the conversation with my daughter, as I said this morning, and I shared with her if in fact it is a person's duty, whether it be a guy to the ladies or whether it be a ladies to the guy, to go ahead and shoot that shot. It's your responsibility if you made a commitment to deflect that shot that they're shooting. We are not going to be here. You know, we're not here to make everybody go out of that natural state. They are attracted. They are lustful. They didn't make a commitment to anyone.
Say that.
You did.
Say that.
And if you made the commitment, it's your responsibility. So in this case, he made the commitment, so it's his responsibility. But if the woman made the commitment and she's the one getting lured in by the serpent, as was just spoken about, then it's her issue. She should not have. Now, Adam wasn't there. Adam's mistake wasn't that he didn't keep his eye on her, because that's just controlling. You don't need to control. You need to trust. And there's a fine line between the two. And she wasn't, she went ahead and got deceived and then spoke it. And his problem was that when he did that, he didn't check that. So that I agree with. He should have been able to say, yo, why are you listening to that serpent?
Yeah.
And she should have been able to obey that. But the point being is that it wasn't about controlling and having to watch your eye. You got to give people liberty. That's what God has given us. He's given us choices. And it's up to us to be able to be disciplined enough to make the right choices when we are faced with.
To DWI, you got to follow behind all of that. I don't know how you do it, but you got to you got to follow behind all of it. DWI music, it's on you, King. Hello, D, you going? You got something to say?
Yeah, I'm definitely. They all with some pretty prolific speakers. I'm not even going to try to do that to myself. I didn't get no wine in me yet, so I'm good right now.
I got you. Allison, do you got anything to respond to that, Quinn? Anything to add?
I do. So I feel like he's TJ homewrecker. You know, as far as the accountability is concerned, he said what he said, and he told basically on himself who he was, right? And this is what happens. So it is indeed learned behavior. We don't know where he learned it from, but he learned how to cover his shit up.
Yeah.
Because he started from way back when with one producer, and then that ended, and he took it to, someone else, and then someone else, and then some. So he's probably been involved with, this is his fourth relationship with someone at the job.
Yeah.
And she's dealt with it. So, going back to mental health, this woman right here is suffering, and she is dealing with a lot. And we have to give her some tough love, hold her accountable for dealing with this, and wondering what happened in your childhood, what happened in your life, what happened in your, familial breeding that you feel like you have to overcompensate. You feel like you have to be this person to somebody that doesn't deserve it. Sometimes it rears itself professionally. Maybe this is why she's so successful, because her personal relationship is a shit show. Her professional, she has it all together, it seems.
So she pulls all her energy into her professional because that's what she can control.
Yeah.
A lot of people pour into their professional because that's what I can control. That's what I get the best of my results from. Great point.
Yes.
Great point.
Yes. So, yeah.
So,
hold on 1 second, D. Shout out to Cass for purchasing that badge. I appreciate you. Big energy on Instagram. Make sure you tap in. Drop a super chat. You watching us on YouTube. Tap in with us. You heard? Go for it, D. I appreciate you, Cass.
So is Allison victim shaming again, or what? Yo, what's going on here? So bring me up to speed. This guy did
you should have been here.
He did what he did. He stepped out and is doing that much. And you saying that she needs to be held accountable for his wrongdoing? It sounds like when women be like, "Oh, I gotta go and find myself when the dude did something wrong." Why you gotta find yourself for something that he did wrong? Just leave him and find somebody else.
You know why? You know why? Hold on, Ang.
How are you? Are you saying? But you're single. So
Whoa! Hold on! Break it up, collectors. Mr. Steve, get over here. Hold on, wait. Not you taking shots. Hold on. The reason why though, D, is because you chose them. Yes, they was cheated on. So when a person gets cheated on, say God forbid, you're the person that gets cheated on. And you
this happened to me before. I got married on.
All right, cool.
I ain't,
so hold on. So no, it's not. But you played the role in it because you chose her. So when that saying comes along, when the saying comes along and it comes out, you know what, I need to go find myself. What they're really saying is I need to make better decisions and take a time out because I thought that this was the person and they ended up not being the person and I wasted my time with them. That's what they're really saying. So I just wanted to give a little insight to that.
To add to that.
But are they really doing it?
Add to that.
Go to it, Cass.
When a person is saying that they need to find themselves, there was a lesson in that experience. And if you feel like you just need to replace that person, you're going to repeat that lesson. Every time we ask God for something, He provides us with a lesson for us to show that we're ready to receive what we ask for. So you have to take that time out to revamp yourself, to find you, to understand what you've been through in order for you to receive your reward.
Sure. I'm going to the collectors. I'm going to the collectors. Sean, give me 1 second. I'm going to the collectors. He's been sitting silent, and I love hearing his thoughts because I connect with him. I know what he be thinking sometimes, and he says what I don't need to say because he beats me to the punch every time. Collectors, one time for the one time, beloved.
Yes. You know, earlier I was saying both of them. Shorty was single.
No, she wasn't single. She was married. He was. I think they stopped wearing.
So they both were in committed relationships.
Yes.
Right? Both of them, both parties.
Yes.
When they got with each other.
Hold on. No, they was both married legally, but TJ Homewrecker and his wife, they had an exchange.
Right, so that means they was both married. We don't even need to go no further. If they was legally agreement, y'all legally in agreement. If me and you weren't legally in business, all right, so I still stand in the same place.
I'm feeling like it was both of their fault.
Because they both was, you know what I'm saying? They both.
All right, so I'm not trying to change your point of view, but I just want to know if what I'm about to say.
I was about to ride with y'all.
I just want to know if what I'm about to say helps you see it a little bit different or gets you a different insight, right? We're men. You've said on too many podcasts, right, about you being the head. When you're in a relationship, your significant other being the neck and the importance of that, right? And you set the tone. Who you are in a relationship, you're the king. She's the queen. Now, I'm going to have a one-on-one with you for a second. She's secondary, but she's necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, with that being said, how do you not see that he played a larger role and not following?
Definitely played a larger role.
But it wasn't only his role. That's what you're saying.
I definitely agree he played the larger role.
Okay. Understood.
Definitely agree with that.
Understood.
Definitely agree with that.
Understood. Because,
as a man.
As a man. As a man.
As a man. We don't deal with emotion. We ain't supposed to get on that. Yeah, I mean. How the wisdom's. Yeah, we don't deal with none of that.
Yeah. It's very important. You see. So I come on this pod, and we're gonna answer final thoughts after I say this, right? I come on this podcast all the time, and I'm not ever. And this is why I enjoy the likes of collectors. Cass and B, I'm probably newer to the platform, and I enjoy this conversation back and forth with you guys. Not only for my selfish reasons, but because people are able to see the quality of communication that we're sharing. You get what I'm saying? This is high frequency. This is high frequency without all the fancy words and the fancy hoopla. You get me? Because communication is about getting through. And even if I don't understand exactly what you're saying, I respect it. All perspectives will be respected. Let's enter final thoughts. Live on Broadway podcast. Final thoughts. I'm going to play 2 clips. 2 clips are going to be played in this very moment. I want you guys to do your best to remember a lot of what the conversation was tonight by a lot of the viewers and the listeners that pulled up, that went away, that came back. I want you guys to do your best to remember that commentary. Because I'm going to play these 2 clips simultaneously, one after another. And I want you guys to leave us with your final thoughts. I appreciated what you said a moment ago, collectors, because a lot of times we start the podcast off over here. We end the podcast off over there. You get what I'm saying? And y'all know me, I'm king accountability. I have no problem ever standing in front of my shit in general. You get me? Live on Broadway podcast. Let's play these 2 clips, and I'm going to get you guys' point of views on it. Listen clearly if you're on Clubhouse. Bear with me. Live on Broadway podcast.
The Good Morning America cheating scandal somehow got more salacious. Allegedly, TJ had a 3-year-long affair with a producer prior to him cheating with Amy. Let's go over the story, shall we? Everybody grab snacks. So we have Natasha, the producer. She allegedly is having an affair with TJ. Apparently, Natasha and TJ felt close enough to Amy to confide in her about their affair. So side chick number one is confiding into Amy, and Amy is sitting there probably thinking to herself, girl, don't even worry about it, because I'm about to take your spot real quick.
Real
so
bad.
Then allegedly, TJ's wife finds out about the Natasha affair through some emails. Also, while we're here, I just want to point out that Natasha and the wife look kind of similar to each other, so that's weird. But anyway, Mara Lee starts looking at Amy funny, because remember, Amy is friends with Natasha. So Mara Lee is looking at Amy like, girl, what the fuck are you doing being friends with a woman that was having an affair with my husband? From Mara Lee's perspective, her and Amy are supposed to be cool. They would go on double dates with each other. Amy's kids would babysit Mara Lee's kids. So Mara Lee is looking around like, girl, what the fuck? Why do you not have my back? This is why, Mara Lee. I'm so sorry, girl. But at this point in the story, she doesn't know that yet. So her and TJ are trying to reconcile over the pandemic. You know, it's quarantine. Everyone's stuck inside. So TJ was like, I mean, I guess I may as well try to be a good husband. I don't know. But while that's going on, girl, Amy and Natasha, they fall out with each other. So they're not friends anymore. Natasha starts looking at Amy sideways, being like, I think you're getting a little bit too close to TJ. I don't like that. Mind you, Natasha is also married at this time, allegedly. Having a Brandy and Monica, the boy is mine moment over a man that is neither of y'all's is crazy. Shit hits the fan when Mara Lee finds a birthday card from Amy to TJ that's like way too personal and inappropriate for a coworker. So then she's like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? Now I'm wondering if Mara Lee finding the card led her to getting a private investigator to collect more evidence to prove her suspicion. This story has really gagged me. I had no idea who the hell these people were like 2 days ago, and now my mouth is watering with all the juicy details. I want a 6-episode miniseries chronicling these events, preferably on HBO Max. And because I have entirely too much time on my hands, I have come up with some casting options that I will share in a follow-up video because I'm running out of time.
Oh man. From that to this, tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast.
Women don't have beliefs. They only have fears. Mainly I'm talking about the women who have been raised by other women, like by single mothers. If a woman has been raised by her dad, the dad instilled beliefs in her. But the typical woman who hasn't been raised by a male has no beliefs other than Jesus, God, or, something religious. I mean, their belief system on what they should do and what they shouldn't do. Virtually every decision they've made in their entire lives is built off of fears. She's afraid of this good man leaving her because she doesn't believe in herself, so she'll get with this loser guy so she can control the narrative. So virtually every decision a woman makes is off of what she fears that may happen. When you're dating a woman, it's important to find out who raised her, because if she was raised by mainly women, she literally fears everything. And if you want to see if this is true, ask virtually any woman you're around. She'll easily tell you that she self-sabotaged a good relationship. Why? Because of what she feared may happen.
Live on Broadway podcast, we talking about final thoughts. Tap in with us. I'm coming to Clubhouse first. Clubhouse, tap in, final thoughts. Clubhouse, I'm coming to you. Tap in, final thoughts. Go for it, Sean. Oh, y'all can't hear me? All right, so
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All
I'm
right,
just
so
surprised.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Go ahead,
Final
Rob.
thoughts.
Go ahead, Rob.
I just think there's the reason, the why is never a justification of why it happened. And so that's it.
Okay. The why is never a justification. It's never a justification for why it happened. Okay, tap in. Clubhouse, keep it moving. So none of y'all have final thoughts.
Okay.
Go for it, Sean.
I jump away from their mics.
I'm listening to you,
What
Sean.
was that?
Oh, it's on you, Sean. Final
Okay.
thoughts.
So, like Mr. Lecko said, we live in a society driven by fear, and we need to learn how to better trust each other And if we had that trust and we had some moral compass, we wouldn't be as selfish as we tend to be right now. And a lot of the problems that we're facing wouldn't be as prominent. So work on yourself. As you said, they said, find yourself and learn how to be honest. You can be honest, it'll eliminate a lot of these issues and we can move forward.
Well said. Well said. LaToya, final thoughts. LaToya moving around probably. She ain't commute. Benoit, final thoughts. Final thoughts. Is the why ever important to why a cheater cheats?
Yeah, I do think that the why is important behind it. If somebody is cheating because that's just something that they like to do versus them working hard to actually make the relationship work, and then they had it up to here and stepped out. I do think that knowing the why and getting to the root of the issue does matter, because that's where the healing starts, understanding the why. And then the last video you played about fear being confined to gender, to me, that's just a little ridiculous. I think fear is a human emotion, and anybody can be plagued by fear. I'll park it there.
I appreciate you. Oren, final thoughts, Oren.
What up? Yeah, it definitely does matter why. Like, sometimes you just cheat because just to cheat with no feelings or nothing, and it doesn't mean that that person don't love the other person, and it doesn't mean that you should break up because of something like that. Every situation is different. I've saved a marriage for that, like, in that kind of situation, but yeah, those are my thoughts. The why definitely does matter.
Okay.
And like every situation is definitely different.
Okay. Allison, final thoughts on the pod tonight. You've been here, you've been listening. Final thoughts.
How you get them is how you lose them. I don't think that this is going to end well for either of them, and I feel like there are a lot of people, there are a lot of players here that are affected by it, but more so the spouses.
Yeah.
I feel like they're innocent in this, and I said it yesterday. I hope they get it together. And also, T.J. Holmes and Amy Raposo, they need some therapy, because especially T.J., he is on a path to destruction, and a lot of times your personal life bleeds into your professional life. So if they took him off the air, things are probably just going to get worse here on out. 2023 is not looking good for him.
Wow. Thank you for that. I'm coming to you, Instagram. It's Harry Hagen said, dude on GMA was black with green eyes. The women might as well throw their undergarments at him. God damn it. I know that's right. I see a lot of these comments. I see a lot. Collectors, we're going to give it to the ladies first. We're going to come to you last, beloved. I'm going to start with you, Miss B. Miss B, I like that. We'll come to you, B. Tap in with me. How you feel? Final thoughts. I appreciate you being here as well.
I think it goes to.
Whoa. Was that all right? All right. So cool. I'm gonna come. Hold on. I'm gonna come right back to you. Give me 1 second. Cass, tap in with me. Final thoughts, Cass.
The why is important, but it's not important to the person they cheated on. It's more important to the person that cheated, because they have to be true to themselves and figure out the real reasons why they cheat. And some people cheat because one woman is not fulfilling enough for them. So it's never the person that they're cheating on.
Sure.
It's them as a person. So a lot of people are now needing to stand in their truth, so they won't hurt other individuals. That's why they call what's the relationship? Polygamy.
Sure. Yep.
So you have to be true to the person. The problem is people are selfish.
Big
And they don't want to
selfish.
give the person the choice to say, yes, I want to be in a polygamy relationship or no. So they go cheat. So the why is important. And lastly, what I'm going to say is do the work. Stop lying to yourself. Be you. Nobody else judgment of who you are matters. Like just be you. And then you'll live in your full potential.
The fuck?
That was the wrong drop. That was not meant for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Collectors, tap in, bring us home, beloved, before I go. Final thoughts, King. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I went B. I'm sorry, B. B, where you go? Come back here. Hello? Where you go? Oh, there she go. Okay. Hey. Oh,
Wait, where'd she go?
The fuck? Now that's the right drop. Hello?
The fuck?
We gonna get her back up here in a second. Collectors, tap in with me, King.
You on mute?
Yeah, I had to get my joint off mute. But I think the reason matters, but it doesn't matter as far as the consequence. You see what I'm saying? Like in that situation, the consequence is gonna be a consequence regardless. But I'ma still want to know the reason why. Because check it out like this. Say you was doing something that you was doing wrong. You don't want to take that on into your next relationship. See, I'm gonna cut you off for it. But now I'm gonna work on it if I know it's some shit that was, you know what I'm saying, right and exact.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if a person is cheating on you, you want to know why. Say a person tell you the truth, like, oh, I cheated on you because you didn't spend enough time with me. Like you don't understand what quality time is. You would know moving on in life, like, yo, she might have been right. So you want to know the why sometimes. It might could better you. You know what I'm saying? But the consequence is still going to be the same. As far as what someone's talking about with that fair shit with females, the fuck out of here. These queens is vicious, boy. Vicious. Have run empires. Do history. These queens have run empires. It's in the books, but they ain't going to put them in the schools. They don't put it on TV. So all that he talking about fair, if a woman grew up with a whole bunch of what? Negative. I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Miss B?
Yes. Like you guys were saying, the why is important. We all want to know why.
Absolutely.
And then I also believe too, before, my grandmother, God bless her soul, she always said, before you get married, do the therapy, do the work. Find out if you really are compatible before you jump the broom. Go to your elders. Let them speak to you. Let them tell you. And once you jump the broom, we also have to remember those vows. Good, bad. Those vows are like that because God knew it wasn't always going to be perfect. So we have to take that into consideration, that when you get into a marriage, you become one. And that you always have to show each other grace, regardless how it may get, regardless. So my final thoughts is better communication, show grace, and forgiveness. That's it.
Wow. So many amazing things were shared and said this evening. So many amazing moments that I can't wait to replay and repost for others to catch. And This podcast will be out tomorrow, so you guys, for your listening pleasure, go over to Live on Broadway podcast on all platforms. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Final thoughts on Broadway. I think that I feel hopeful for the Black and brown community in one aspect. In other aspects, I don't know. I believe words have power and you speak things to existence. So I don't know, there's a lack of better words, or worse words, but I choose not to share them. I believe that in regards to is the why ever important, it was interesting to me because before I started this podcast, I said, watch all the ladies say the why is important. Watch all the women say the why is important. Because it's weird because I said, you cheat, you've heard this said, was she pretty? How did she leave? You're like, what does that matter? Like, what's happening right now, right? But here's the thing. I concur the why is important. It wasn't just the ladies. I thought it was going to be an immeasurable amount of women that said, yup, the why is important, and the guys was going to say no. This is what I thought. And yeah, you had a few guys that said the why is not important, but then it was generally all in the consensus of the why being important. I think that the why is important for a plethora of things. I think the why is important because when you're dating somebody, you want to know, why did you choose to step out on me? Did I not give you what you asked for? You know, I watch Shark Tank a lot, one of my favorite shows, right? And it's always interesting to me when Robert, Damien, Barbara, when somebody come in there and they make a bid and they get exactly what they want. They say, I'm willing to give you 5% of my company for $250,000. And somebody comes along and gives them exactly that. But they say, is it okay if I hear what the other people got to say? I'm confused because if you came for something and somebody's giving you exactly what you want, exactly what you asked for, it might not be the perfect person that you envisioned the deal going through with. Y'all see where I'm going with this? But nonetheless, you're getting exactly what you asked for. So in relationships, sometimes it's not the perfect person through and through, but you're getting exactly what you asked for. How do you go against that? People will find all different type of reasons as to why and how. It's mind-boggling to me. But easy off of that, B said something, and I'm trying to pull something up because it reminded me of grace and mercy. And I want to speak on that for a moment, if I could pull it up fast enough. Grace is what God gives you when you do deserve. Mercy is what he gives you when you don't. Grace is what God gives you when you do deserve. Mercy is what he gives you when you don't. I think a lot of times our grace and mercy, it don't be aligned. But if we're speaking a lot of spiritual talk tonight, right? If we're speaking in regards to what TJ and Amy, he didn't do the work. TJ didn't do the work that would warrant his wife trusting him again. But she gave him what? Mercy. Because he didn't deserve it. What did you do to quantify you deserving her being back with you after you cheated one time that's come out, but probably was several times prior to? She gave him mercy. So I think a lot of times we got to understand that when somebody's giving you mercy and when somebody's giving you grace. So I'm gonna fall back and start to park my car, my Vespa, my Benz. But I just want you guys to leave with this. Your friendships, your significant others, your colleagues, those that's caused you wrong and that's done wrong to you, do you deserve what they're giving you? Because probably 9 out of 10, you probably don't. I don't deserve what God gives me. I don't feel like I do. I feel like I do my best day to day to make good and show that, I can be ruler over plenty because he gave me few and I showed faithfulness over few. So I should be ruler over plenty. Right? But in the long scope of knowing who he was and know my life and what my ambitions are, I don't deserve. But that's the beautiful thing about spirituality is he feels as though I do. So he continues to bless me. And because that, I bless those with my overflow. But don't think that because it's overflowing that you may be deserving of the overflow. Live on Broadway podcast. I know what we do. I appreciate everybody pulling up and tapping in with us tonight. It's cheaper to be yourself. Y'all know my vibe. Y'all know my body. It's cheaper to be yourself. Why would you want to be anybody else? It costs too much. Live on Broadway podcast. Y'all know how we do around here. Boo! Click!
Do you have relationship questions you need answered? With spicy topics? DM us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Have music, products, or an ad you want us to run? Email us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Be sure to tap in. Mondays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live on IM_Broadway's Instagram.
Clear!